guys, welcome to Planning with Crystal. Today's unboxing is Degustabox for November 2022. Degustabox is a UK based food and drink subscription. It retails at £12.99 per month and that includes free UK delivery. You can get your first box for £7.99 if you are a new customer, and I'll put a link and discount code under the video. So for our unboxing today, we're going to unbox lots of products, talk about what they are, what they do. I say what they do. It's a food and drink subscription, so it's probably going to be food and drink. We're also going to play around with a really cool product, which is our product of the month. And I'll show you that in just a moment. This box was kindly sent to me by Degustabox, but I actually do also buy this box myself. So I have two of everything this month, so that's exciting. If you've not seen the Degustabox advent calendar, I've also unboxed that. I'll put a card right here. So without further ado, let's dive into this month's unboxing. Okay, so I wanted to start off with this product that I just think is so cool. So the brand is T-Rex and they are a tea company based in the UK, but I love the way that they make their tea. And having made and drank a couple of them recently, I can tell you they taste pretty fantastic too. So they come in little tubes like this, which I've just one for a novelty, so I love things like this, but it's much more than just tea in a tube. So the idea of this, instead of having like dry tea leaves in a bag, you've got your tea in a tube, but it's actually fresh. So this particular one, which I'm going to show you in the video in a second where we actually make the tea, is rhubarb and red currant. So it's literally, and I mean literally, sliced rhubarb stalks, crushed ginger root and smashed red currants. So once you've used this, this will need to live in the fridge because it is basically fresh produce. So it says fresh infusions, real flavours, squeeze and infuse, and you can do it as a hot or cold brew. And one of these tubes will make up to 10 drinks depending on how much you put in. It's a 100-gram tube. The tube itself is made from sugarcane, so it's completely recyclable. It actually says sustainable bioplastic, wash and recycle. It's also vegan as well. So in this particular one, we get rhubarb 43%, ginger 24%, red currant 14%, lemon 12%, water, citrus fibre and natural colour. Now, in real life this actually looks quite a bit darker than it's coming up on the camera, but it is just literally like you have chopped up all those natural ingredients and made yourself a tea infusion. And that's what I love about this. So they kindly sent me one of their infusers to try this with, and you'll see that in the video. It's literally the cutest infuser I've ever seen, and I own a lot of infusers because I love different types of tea. This one's got a dinosaur on and it says T-Rex on it, and it's genuinely my new favourite infuser. Now you guys can get one for £1. They usually retail at £5, but you can get them for £1 when you use the code £1infuser, and I'll put the info underneath, at trex.co.uk/infuser. So you can get that for literally £1. I actually think I might buy another couple because it's literally a new favourite, and I love infusers. Seems really sad, doesn't it? But genuinely, I love tea. I love like loose leaf and fresh tea, and now I love tea in a tube. So give me the infusers because I get through quite a lot. So you will get one of 5 different flavours. They retail at £3.85, but they've got lots of amazing deals on their website anyway at the moment. And like I said, you can get that infuser deal. So you'll get one of 5 flavours. You will either get lemon or turmeric and ginger, turmeric and black pepper, rhubarb and red currant, which is what I've got here, or the real Earl Grey or rooibos and blood orange, and all bar one are caffeine free because they are just literally herbs. The only one that's got the caffeine in is the real Earl Grey, which I've actually got in the box behind me because like I said, I buy a box, I get sent a box. So this is the Earl Grey version. So it says the real Earl Grey, juiced bergamot lemon, whole leaf black tea, which is where your caffeine will come from, and smashed whole lemon. So the ingredients are water, lemon 28%, bergamot 25%, dried black tea 3%, and a citrus fibre. Again, works in exactly the same way, but just be aware this one does have caffeine in, the others don't. So important if you're sensitive to caffeine and can't have it for any reason, but also if you want to have a drink in the evening. So for me in the winter, I drink so many hot drinks because it just makes me feel warm and snuggly and warm, so therefore it's important to me to have a nice selection of teas that haven't got caffeine in. It says T-Rex's fresh infusions are made of just fresh fruits, roots and leaves. Our 100% recyclable tubes are also made of sugar cane, not fossil fuels. So sustainable. Each cup is full of zingy flavours and natural goodness, so they taste as good as they smell. And they actually do, genuinely. It might not look the most exciting on screen. Like I said, it's coming up a bit lighter on the camera than it is in real life, but it tastes exactly like you would expect it to, so I can like smell it and taste it exactly the same. And because you're actually getting those like pure ginger and things in there, you'll get the natural benefits that come from those things as well. So winner, and I'm so excited about this. So it comes in this like squeezy tube, and you could obviously measure it out with a spoon. I'm just gonna kind of put about that much in. Kind of reminds me a little bit of baby food. Then I'm gonna pour in the boiling hot water. Crystal, we've got like a whole video to get through, so much more to get through. I've noticed this month they've put a lot more kind of cardboard inserts and stuff to protect everything, so that's all good. We don't seem to have a theme this month either. We usually have a theme every month, so I don't know what's going on with that. They've included on the back of the little card that comes with it a pumpkin pie recipe, which I guess is kind of seasonal, but there's nothing in here to make the pumpkin pie with, so it seems a bit random. Usually the recipes would relate to something in the box, so I have no idea what that's about. Okay, so moving on. There are so many things to show you and I've only shown you one, so let's pick it up. Let's pick up the pace a bit, Crystal. So, something I personally love, these are peanut butter cups. These are like hella expensive peanut butter cups. So these are by Better, without the E, Bet, double T, apostrophe R. Peanut butter cups. Why was that so difficult to say? Anyway, they're worth $2.99. I mean, that's a really expensive peanut butter cup. It says try the new mouth-watering vegan and gluten-free alternative to chocolate nut butter cups, available in the major supermarket chains. So it's 3 times 13 grams. So you get 3 nut butter cups in here, but I've got lots of things to taste, so I'll just have the one for now. They smell incredible. I love peanut butter and peanut butter cups. If you don't, this is probably not going to be for you, but I'm intrigued to see if a vegan gluten-free version tastes as good as the one I'm used to. So one thing I'm surprised about, obviously peanut butter is made from peanuts and is generally automatically naturally vegan and gluten-free. So I was expecting the texture of the peanut butter to be a bit more solid, and it's like, it's not. It's almost like the texture of like a caramel or something. And the chocolate is very nice as well. Still not quite as nice as my average peanut butter cup that costs a lot less than that. No, nice enough, passable enough. It tastes like a good quality chocolate, albeit a little bit more, almost like a dark type taste, but not. But that texture of the peanut butter is weird. And like I said, I don't understand why, because there was no need to change what that would normally be like, which is normally a little bit more kind of compacted and solid. I don't know, texture wise, it was just not what I expected at all. Anyway, that's an interesting little start. Something in bubble wrap. This is a drink from Double Dutch. We got a drink from Double Dutch in the advent calendar. This one's even nicer. So this is called Double Lemon, and I tried this last night. It's in a glass bottle and it's got a lid, so you'll need a bottle cap remover thing. 200ml. Now it says you can have this with like vodka or you can have it on its own. It tastes gorgeous on its own if you like these kind of citrusy flavours. So it's actually lemon with, what did it say it was with? Like something I'd never heard of. Double lemon bottled sunshine, combining a mic drop blend of lemon, lime and quassia, which I've never heard of and probably I'm mispronouncing. It says it's perfect on its own or to pimp your Pims or vamp your vodka. The lime brightens the summertime taste, which is a weird thing to put in November, a summertime taste. It definitely does have a nice citrusy summertime taste, but why is it in a November box? Anyway, the quassia or whatever it is, it says it improves the flavour and is also reputed to aid digestion. So this is basically a mixer, but it really does stand up well enough taste-wise on its own without anything else. It's made with all natural ingredients, no artificial sweeteners, and it's low in calories and sugars. It's available in major supermarket chains and retails at £1.20. Something else in bubble wrap. This is Heinz made for veggies, and I feel we've had something else from this range before, but I'm not certain. So it's basically something that you can either cook your veggies in or use as a sauce with your veggies. I personally kind of don't feel like veggies need a sauce, but this would probably work well in like a baked dish or something like that. So the flavour of this is chili and miso, and it says the perfect sauce to pair with your veggies. It's a 250ml like container, a glass container. Now, the expiry on this is December 2022, so it's a really short expiry date. You'd have to use it up fairly quickly. It's not something you could shove in the cupboard and leave till next year, for example. It's worth £2.50. It's available on Morrison's and Ocado, and it says, say goodbye to bland tasting vegetables. I like the taste of vegetables on their own. I don't actually feel like they're bland personally, but you know, some more than others, I suppose. Introducing Heinz Made for Veggies, a range of expertly crafted sauces inspired by cuisines from around the world and designed to bring an explosion of flavour to all your vegetable dishes. Enjoy by generously coating, cooking and dipping your vegetables in this sauce. Next up, a little Nando's salt shaker. I love these. I mean, who doesn't love Nando's? I'm personally a big fan. So this is a garlic and herb medium peri-peri seasoning. So it's very similar to what they would put as like your chip seasoning, I guess. So there's 3 different flavours. You may get lemon and herb, or garlic and herb, or medium. Shake, sprinkle and flavour up mealtimes with Nando's flavour shakers. And we've been buying these for years, we just love them. A savoury seasoning which transforms any dish, whether it's garlic bread, pasta, roasted veg or stir fries, sprinkle generously. Just put it on your chips, all over your chips. It's worth £2 and it's available in Asda and Sainsbury's. And the medium is also available at Iceland. Medium personally is my favourite. The shaker has 2 sides as well, so it's got like the little sprinkle side and then it's got like a big gap if you want to like chuck loads on or put it in your cooking or something. But I tend to use it as like an after cooking sort of seasoning, if you know what I mean, personally. But yeah, love that. Next up, we get a product from Filippo Berio, which I love their products, but I've never tried their pestos before. So you'll get one of 2 products. Now, the value of this varies wildly depending on which one you get, to me anyway. So you may get tomato and ricotta pesto, which is worth £2.75, or the truffle version, which I've got here, made with summer truffles. Now I know truffles are expensive, but this is worth £4.99, which is more than I would pay for it personally. It's a 190 gram jar, and apparently there's enough pesto here to mix with pasta for like 4 people. So you get one of the 2 items. It said, made in Liguria, the birthplace of our founder and home of pesto. I'm sorry, I'm mispronouncing it, I'm bound to be, I'm pretty hopeless with things like that. Our range of 7 pesto sauces use only the finest ingredients, every one worthy of bearing Filippo Berio's name. Made with our extra virgin olive oil, they boast a superior taste. They're a delicious addition to all kinds of lunchtime dishes, from pasta to the perfect panino. Is that like a panini? And they're available at Ocado, Tesco and the Filippo Berio website. Next, a pot noodle infusion. So these are like special ones. So you'll get one of 3 flavours. I have got Thai green curry. You may get katsu curry or chili chicken. It says here to go big on flavour or go home. Listen to those taste buds of yours. They know what's good for you. They know what the real deal flavour is. It's pot noodle fusion. So these retail at $1.39. Like I said, you'll get one of the 3 flavours and they're available in the major supermarket chains. So it's 117 grams, which is like the biggest pot noodle they do. Did these used to be called king pot noodles? Or, I don't know. They just look quite big. Anyway, so I do actually like a pot noodle. It's a bit of a guilty pleasure. I know it's not super good for you, but they can just be so handy when you just need like a quick lunch or you're on the go or something and you just need, what can I do? Throw some hot water in that. A few minutes later, I've got a pot full of noodles. So they're not going to win any culinary taste awards and they're probably not that good for you, but I do like them as the occasional like naughty little lunch, so I will make good use of that. I'm happy to see something a bit different flavour wise. Next up, a bit of a sweet treat. We've got these from the Jelly Bean Factory. 36 huge flavours, gourmet jelly beans, new mix, natural flavours, gelatine free, and it's 113 grams. And it says in tiny writing on the back like what the different beans are, so you can have fun of like trying to work out what it is you're actually eating, or you can just be brave and eat them, and what you get is what you get. These are worth £1.50. It says the Jelly Bean Factory is all about saying yes to flavour. We take the naturalness of our gourmet jelly beans seriously, with a crispy shell and chewy core that gives you a mind-blowing taste experience, which brings pure enjoyment, happiness and fun. They are pretty tasty. They're pretty affordable compared to some other jelly beans that are on the market that I also really like. And these are available on Amazon. Next up, we've got Heineken Silver. Now, I don't actually drink lager. I'm going to put a picture on the screen, which is really naughty of me, but I realise now I've actually given away all these cans of lager. I had someone around the other night who loved them and I was like, just take these, completely forgetting that I needed to make this video. So you get 2 cans of Heineken Silver. Each can is worth £1, or you can get a multi-pack for £6. And it says you should receive 2 items in your box, so 2 cans of lager. It says it's an extra refreshing lager with a lighter tasting and low bitterness profile, made with natural ingredients and 4% ABV. Enjoy responsibly. And they're available at Tesco, Asda, Sainsbury's, Morrison's, Co-op and across convenience stores. So it used to be with Degustabox that you could choose whether or not to receive alcohol. Now you can't choose, so you just get it anyway. So yeah, I don't drink it, so I pass it on, and person who gets it's always like, yay, free alcohol. So yeah, it works for them. I personally, like I said, don't drink it, but if you do, I'm sure that would be a nice little addition. Next up, a couple of drinks I can definitely get on board with. I've bought these before from Amazon. Now, previously to this box, I only ever tried this version, which is the sour cherry. So the brand is Green. Now when I first tried the sour cherry drink, and I have no idea where I tried it, but I literally liked it that much that I went and bought a multi-pack off Amazon. I thought this was made by Coca-Cola. That's how good it tastes. So when it says Green, I thought it was like the green range that Coca-Cola used to do. It's got nothing to do with it. It's not the same company at all as far as I can see. But oh my gosh, does this taste good. It's so good. It really does taste of sour cherry. It's one of the most delicious soft drinks ever. So you'll get one of these sour cherry ones. These are 330ml cans. You'll also get Orangeade, which I had last night, and is equally delicious. Just like no horrible aftertaste, a real decent fizzy drink taste, lots and lots of flavour, but doesn't, like I said, leave an aftertaste. Just really, really nice, and I really, really love these. They're also somehow, and I don't understand how, they're no added sugar. They've got no aspartame in there. They've got stevia in, and it just gives it like a natural taste. Like usually, if you have a drink that's sugar-free or they've replaced the sugar with a sweetener, you can taste it, and it has a bit of a funny aftertaste for me. Not so with these. These are just amazing. So really happy to see these in here. So they retail at 99p each, but like I said, you can buy them in like big multi-pack things. I think I've got in like a pack of 24 or something, you know, pretty big. Anyway, really love them. Healthier, more natural and tastier soft drinks. Green drinks, all low sugar, no sugar, and low calorie, providing healthier, more natural, tastier refreshment. Crafted using the finest ingredients, including natural plant-based stevia and bursting with real fruit juice to deliver maximum refreshing taste. It says you can buy them at Sainsbury's, Ocado, Holland & Barrett, and online at Amazon with free delivery for Prime customers. And that is where I always bought them from. I didn't even know anywhere else sold them. That must be a fairly recent addition, because it used to be like Amazon or nowhere. These are amazing. If you love like flavoured soft drinks, you've got to try these. And finally, another kind of sweet treat. So this is by a brand called Halos. Not familiar with the brand. It's the chocolate and orange flavoured mini donut. And don't worry, we're going to try one in just a second. So this bag, you get 7 moist mini orange donuts coated with milk chocolate coating and finished with gold and bronze silver sprinkles. They're steam baked, not fried, and give a light eating experience. They're worth £1.50 and they're available in the major supermarket chains. Now, date-wise, they don't have long on them. They've got like 5 days to be eaten in since the day they arrived, so be aware of that if you get this box. So this is what they look like. I have already tried them. They're pretty tasty. Don't get me wrong, they're not the best donut ever. They're a bit more kind of drier than other donuts I think I've had, but I think that's because they're like a long life donut and not one that has to be eaten that day. So the inner part of the donut is the orange part, and then there's the chocolate orange on the outside. It says on the back, not too naughty, no artificial flavourings, and they are 90 calories per donut. Don't get me wrong, fairly small donut anyway, but still you don't need to feel too guilty when eating them. So that was our November Degustabox for November 2022. Like I said, I'll put a discount code under the video if you do want to go ahead and get your first box for £7.99. I'll put a link at the end to my advent calendar unboxing if you want to see what was in the Degustabox advent calendar, if you are interested in that. And any deals and stuff I will put in the description box underneath. So I really hope you've enjoyed watching this video. I am pretty happy with this box. There's a lot of things in here I'm excited about, not least the T-Rex teas, which are awesome. So I'd love to know your thoughts on this month's box. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'd love it if you give it a thumbs up. It lets me know you're enjoying the content I'm producing. Bye guys.